Because the bottom line is we're in a race against time when it comes to this coronavirus and its rapid spread in Louisiana. The mitigation measures that we have in place and that we will continue to put in place will not be effective if our people and our businesses don't actively participate, if they don't comply, if they don't stay at home unless it's absolutely necessary to move out. As you know already, we've closed public schools, bars, casinos, movie theaters, gyms, and fitness centers. We've limited restaurants and asked government employees to work remotely. We've asked private businesses to allow the maximum number of workers to work remotely. But quite simply put, there is more that we must do. Today, I'm issuing a stay-at-home order for the entire state of Louisiana, which will become effective tomorrow, Monday, March 23rd at 5 p.m. However, and I want to make this explicit, the people of Louisiana who are able to do so certainly should not wait till tomorrow in order to self-isolate. The time is now. If possible, as Sanjay Gupta and others have recommended, behave as if you know you have the coronavirus. Self-isolate. Keep those distances. Don't engage in unnecessary contact with others. And certainly don't do it with those who are in the high-risk group, those who are 65 and older, and those who have underlying chronic health conditions. So this order will close additional non-essential businesses, but will keep things like grocery stores, pharmacies, and other businesses open that are providing critical services. Restaurants will still be allowed to have takeout, drive-through, and carry-out meals. And for a complete listing of what is closed and what may remain open, I will refer you to the order itself, which is available online at gov.louisiana.gov, gov.louisiana.gov. However, the following non-essential businesses shall be closed to the public, and they are specifically mentioned in the order. All places of public amusement, whether indoors or outdoors, including but not limited to locations with amusement rides, carnivals, amusement parks, water parks, trampoline parks, aquariums, zoos, museums, arcades, fairs, pool halls, children's play centers, playgrounds, theme parks, any theaters, concert, music halls, adult entertainment venues, racetracks, and other similar businesses. All personal care and grooming businesses, including but not limited to barbershops, beauty salons, nail salons, spas, massage parlors, tattoo parlors, and other similar businesses are closed. All malls are closed except for stores in a mall that have a direct outdoor entrance and exit and that provide essential services and products as provided by the CISA, the CISA guidelines. And by the way, CISA is the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, Cybersecurity, and Infrastructure Security Agency. And it will become very clear to everyone, we took the guidelines from this agency as far as what essential business infrastructure looks like that has to remain open and who those essential workers are to keep them open. Businesses closed to the public to this, pursuant to this provision shall not be prohibited from conducting necessary activities such as payroll, cleaning services, maintenance, or upkeep as necessary, but they are closed to the public. And general businesses fall into one of three categories: closed businesses, which I just listed, essential businesses, which can remain open, including grocery stores, pharmacies, and many government facilities, critical manufacturing businesses, utilities, financial services, to name a few. Again, this is based on the federal government CISA recommendations, which we will share and which we are attaching to this order. The third category of businesses that aren't considered essential but aren't closed by this order. And these businesses, like professional service providers or non-essential retail, can only be open with essential employees and if there are fewer than 10 people in the business. My order limits public gatherings to no more than 10 people. And yes, for the journalists in the room, we do consider your work to be essential. As I've said, the state of Louisiana relied on federal Homeland Security guidance in its decision-making process. We have also relied upon health providers, trends, actions being taken in other states, and both published guidance and advice from our federal partners. I do want to thank both Vice President Pence and Dr. Anthony Fauci for taking time to speak with me personally as I contemplated this particular decision. And I know that all of this may be overwhelming for some of you to hear. Please know that it's a difficult decision for me to make, and I do not take this action lightly. But there are some basic facts that we just simply cannot deny or ignore. 2 weeks ago today, there were 0 confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Louisiana. 1 week ago, last Sunday morning, we had 91 confirmed cases. As of this morning, we now have 837 confirmed cases and 20 deaths. So that's a 10-time increase in 7 days. While largely concentrated in Orleans and Jefferson parishes, COVID-19 cases are now in 36 parishes. So spread has taken place across the state. I have seen a number of projections as to when we could run out of healthcare capacity in Louisiana, anywhere from 7 to 10 days, based on the rate of spread, the percentage of the ill population that needs to be hospitalized, the average length of the hospitalization, and whether that hospitalization is in an acute care bed or in an intensive care bed, and then, of course, obviously, how much in the intervening time period that we are able to surge our capacity. Now, I've said this before, but there is no reason to believe that we won't be the next Italy. What happened in Italy is they started too late. People didn't socially distance. They thought they could just focus on that part of the country where the outbreak was heaviest rather than on the entire country. And what the world learned as a result is that you have to act fast and in places that may not look like they have a problem yet. So if you look at this graphic up here right now, you will see that the state of Louisiana currently has the nation's 3rd highest number of cases per capita. We are behind New York State, Washington State, and we are ahead of New Jersey. So obviously, this is concerning to me because healthcare infrastructure is sized to meet the population. So it's not the raw cases, the raw number of cases in Louisiana that are most concerning to me. It's that per capita caseload.